Hello, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Will you type and let me know if you can hear me? Hello, guys. How's everybody doing? It has been a long 2 weeks for me. But life is great, life is good. But I want to let you all know that I will be going live this evening at 6 o'clock. So join me and let's make some new friends and let's say hello, let's check in and see what's been going on. Can't wait to see you guys. Take care. Bye bye. Hello there. Oh, that's me. Hello there. Oh, that's me. Hello there. Oh, that's me. Cold in here. Hello there. Who do we have here? All these lights. How you doing, D? D, can you hear me? I'm having some technical problems here, girl. Can you hear me? Just let me know whether or not you can hear me. I sure will. He told me to tell you hey the other day. Where are you, D? Are you at work or you home? Are you work or home? Girl, I was just sitting here and I was thinking, and I went to meet a new client today. And oh, you at work? Oh, okay. I'll go later, but I got something to do later. But I just want to drop in for a minute because I promised to do an hour of networking, let folks meet some people. I should have gone at 7 o'clock. But I was just sitting here thinking about, well, just about life. And you know what, D? What I was really thinking about is that, you know how your children are young and you raise your children get grown and they leave, and then you continue working, and then you realize, what am I working for? Because to me, as you get older, you don't have as many needs to me. I don't. I can only speak for me. It seems like you don't want as much. I think we have to sit back and think, what am I really working for? I had to really go back and really think about that thing. That was the time I was working because I wanted to do some things. But right, I'm finding out now that my car got one more payment on my car. I don't think I want to work anymore. I think I just want to work when I want to work. You know what I mean? I think I just want to work when I want to work. So that's what it's all about for me. I should have done this later so I can have some wine or something like you did the other night. You know, I really enjoyed this stream the other night, D. I really, really did. I always enjoy your live stream. But I know a lot of people have kids and 6 o'clock, they're just coming home, and they're busy serving dinner and just doing relaxing. Yes, I know you talk about that when you get to the point you just want to just relax. I know that's right, child. Just relax. Because life is too short. And really, I really have to stay away from, yes, I really do. I really do. Because I don't care if I have 10 people, 9 people, 19 people, or 3 people. We still have fun because I just get down to the real deal with life and talk about life and try to uplift each other, because sometimes you just don't want to be bothered. Not that you don't love and care for your supporter, but just bothered with cameras and all that good stuff. But I think you guys are my motivator. I really think you're my motivator because I stay here. Hi, Miss Atkinson. Hi to you. How you doing, sweetie? I'm so glad you dropped in because I was watching her video. Do you know me? You know, Sister D, you know D, one of my beautiful friends from afar. I call my supporters friends from afar. Do y'all know each other? Because this is the time that people know to go out and check out each other's houses because we need to keep making friends. We need to keep making friends because neighbors come and go. So you got to stay on top of things if you really want to, you know, those of you that into staying monetized and all that good stuff. Yes, you like Miss Atkinson channel. And Miss Atkins, you will love D. You will love D. This light is killing me. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I was talking about life. And sometimes you just don't want to be on camera. You just don't want to just be bothered. I love you guys. But you know, sometimes you just don't want to get on camera. You really don't. And I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were saying, "Well, I'm getting older. I don't want to be on camera." But I thought about this: those celebrities that make their living off their looks and their bodies, I hope they're embracing growing old gracefully, because we're all gonna get there. We're all gonna get there. But Miss Atkinson, I did go to the doctor the other day when I told you about my problem I have with my ears and my always getting my ears clogged up and stuff like that. I went to the ENT doctor and he said everything is great, but I'm doing okay. But what he want me to do
he want me to do is to get back on my Flonase because the seasonal allergies here in Atlanta, they're off the chain. They don't usually bother me. There's different allergies and seasonal allergies, but they got me this year. So he said my eardrums are okay, they're moving. But I had a problem with my eye the other day, and I had to go to the eye doctor, and I have a sty on my eye, a sty right here on my eye. And she was explaining to me that first of all, I figured it was a sty, being in the medical field in my past life. So what I did was I took a warm compress from Friday to I went to the doctor yesterday and kept putting warm compresses on it. So the eye doctor told me that sty is kind of like, yes, you in South Georgia. Oh, girl, I'm in West Georgia. We need to hook up. So a sty, she said she described a sty as kind of like a pimple under your eyelid. And she said put warm compresses on it, and when you put the warm compresses on it, and then rub it. She says it's like uh, a clunk of maybe Crisco. That's what she said. And you know when you heat up Crisco, what it's gonna do? It's gonna melt. So that's what this sty is doing. The warm compresses, just put the warm compress on it throughout the day, and then just rub on it, massage it a little bit, and it'll melt that sty. It help break up that sty. So it's a whole lot better. But anyway, that's what it is. But I thought I was going to have tubes in my ears because I always having fluid buildup behind my ears. But seasonal allergies, that's what it is, and upper respiratory mess. But anyway, I'm going to get back to these folks. I thought about this lady. She was talking about she didn't want to be on camera as much now because she's getting older and her looks. I said, listen, honey, everything is going to go south. Yes, that's right. Everything is going to go south. You're going to, as you get older, your metabolism is going to slow down. These girls going to go down a little bit. You're going to have to deal with a whole lot of stuff. So I say this. You have to accept the fact that aging is something going to happen to all of us. And so just be prepared. And I thought the goal was to grow old. Isn't that the goal? To grow old? Uh, so... So I hope, how your son doing, Miss Atkinson? I hope everybody's doing great. I just love doing my live stream. I get to see my friends from afar. Yes, I'm gaining weight too, girl. I got some rolls here, honey. I couldn't believe I got some rolls. I exercise. That's right, Dee. But embrace that old age, honey. That age gonna happen. We're still here, right? We're not 6 feet under. So stop worrying about what you're gonna look like. Oh, you doing better? They changed his surgery. Okay. Well, yes. Okay. I'm glad he's doing better. I love Miss Atkinson. I love Dee. She know that because I like people that keep it real, and I'm gonna keep it real. Uh, Everybody know that these days of time with COVID and all the messes going on, people are having a whole lot of economic problems and marital problems and everything, guys. But we have to remember that this too shall pass. You have to stay encouraged. You have to encourage each other. You have to motivate each other. And we have to just know that we're there for each other. Friends from afar, our family, and everybody else. Because life is too short to be worried about stuff. It really is. It's too short. Because growing old is going to happen. So I understand what she was saying about she didn't want to be on camera because she's not as young as she used to be. But whatever. And my thing is this. If you live long enough, it's going to happen to you. So you may as well grow old gracefully. And guys, you got to take care of your mental health. You have to take care of your mental health. That's right. You got to learn how to worry. You got to learn how not to worry. That's right. Because my brother taught me when I was right out of high school, I used to be a worrywart. I used to worry about everything and suppose this happened. And he told me, he said, Phyllis, you can sit back and worry about things all you want to. You can worry about the mighty dollar. And I think I was about 19, 20 years old. He said the mighty dollar will be here when you're dead and gone. So you may as well just stop worrying about it. Do the best you can, pay what you can pay. And I used to worry about, I wouldn't even answer the phone. I had a bill collector. And he told me, he said, Phyllis, he said, they can't put you in jail and they can't come through the telephone to get you. Right, they can't come to the telephone to get you. So you don't worry about that stuff. And my sister told me that she has a bill, she has sections. She has bills to pay, bills I'm not going to pay. She have two piles. The bills she going to pay, she put over here. She said the medical bills, she put over on another side because she knows she's not going to pay those medical bills. Because medical bills, honey, I'm telling you, who can keep up with medical bills these days and time? You know, you have two insurance and plans and you still end up getting a bill. But you have to make sure you stay on top of those bills, guys, because they charge you, you have to stay on top of things. But in these days and time, you got to pick your battles. You have to find out who is causing the pain in your life, who is causing extra drama in your life, and what is causing extra drama in your life, and you have to eliminate it. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. And I think what we need a lot of times is that we need spiritual backbone. We need to be able to tell people, no. I like to help as much as I can, but sometimes you have to just tell people no. Because can't help everybody. You just can't help everybody. And a lot of people, I watch the new people that's here in the community, I watch the videos and they don't understand how it really works and they get frustrated and things of that nature. I tell them all the time, listen, honey, this social media. You need to have a good fun time, upload when you can. If you can't, forget about it. You know, because I don't think most people are not going to get rich here. I don't try to come here to make money. I make money in other kind of ways. But I'm telling you, don't let social media wear you down. And stop comparing your life. Some people compare their lives to everybody. You can't compare your life to everybody else. I learned that a long time ago. You know, we all have to learn stuff like that. You look at people, you look at what they have, and you say, I wish I had that, wish I had that. You don't know what people did to get what they got. You don't know what people are doing to keep what they got. Money is not everything. I'm telling you, money is not everything. You have money, but the goal is to have optimal health, to be able to do a 3K. I can do a 3K. I do it 2 or 3 miles, 3 days a week, at least 3-4 days a week. But I still need to cut back on what I eat because I love sherbet. And I can eat almost a whole half a pint of sherbet in one sitting. And I know that's sugar. So you have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your mental, your spiritual, and your physical being. We are spiritual people. We are physical beings. We're emotional beings. So we have to take care of that. We have to take care of our life. Because one is deficit, we're going to have some problems. It's not going to be balanced. And the other day when Dee had a live, she was talking about relationships. And Miss Atkinson, you got to come in when we have our live streams at night. When we talk a lot of junk. Get us a glass of wine and sit and talk a lot of junk. We have a ball. And we really encourage and uplift each other, don't we, Dee? Dee is at work right now. She's a nurse. So she probably just popping in and out. Yes. Yes, honey. And give God the glory. That's right, honey. Give God the glory. Because, you know, we could have not woke up on this side. We woke up on the other side. But anyway, life is good. Life is good. You really? I guess you're tired. Taking care of those kids? 8 o'clock at night? Woo. Sometimes I go at 8 o'clock, but that's rare. Because if I go at 8 o'clock, I'm going to wake up about 1 or 2 o'clock, and it's going to be done for me. So I try to go to bed between 10 and 11. The doctor said it was good hours to try to go to sleep. If you possibly can, to stay up at 10 and 11. Because you go too early, your body's going to wake up. But anyway, I'm just so happy to be alive. I'm just so thankful to be able to speak and to hear. Still can't smell or taste that much. Miss Atkinson, I don't know about that. To go back and watch my videos. I almost died in 2017 with pneumonia. Was in Las Vegas 4 days. Flew back that Saturday, Monday. ICU, they said I was dying. So I lost my smell of sense and taste, Miss Atkinson. I never got it back. So I have a lot to be thankful for. Right, that's what time you go, D. Yeah, But you go a little early when you have to work. I know that. And Dee is looking forward to the day when she can just tell everybody goodbye. That's right. Okay. Right. You know, it's so good to be. I'm semi-retired. I still work. I have my own little ministry, my own little business, so that keeps me busy. Yes, that's right. That keeps me busy. And I just like being able to set my own hours and work when I want to work, and I don't need a whole lot of people. But I did have this young lady reached out to me the other day. Dee, she wanted to do some work with me. She's intern, so I'm going to use her to do some administrative stuff for me to help me out. Cause I don't really like fooling with computers that much. I know about computers, but I don't really like it. But I know you all know some people that are actually. It's just a lot. It's just a lot of pain and misery in this world, guys. It is a lot of pain and misery in this world. You hear me? It's a lot. Yes, yes, that is just nice, young lady. So we've been trying to hook up, and I'm gonna meet at the library. And I got my drive. I'm gonna put her to work. She had to do so many community hours. So hey, I'm gonna put her to work. And my husband and I've been eating out a lot. Gee, I ate out yesterday. I ate out today. I got to get in the kitchen and cook. So I think I'm gonna cook. I think I may cook Saturday. What's today? Wednesday? Oh, gotta do more than that. I made some tuna today, but I do cook sometimes for my husband. I don't want to eat. But God, I gotta lose some weight. I'm got to 149, and I am 5'2". You know that is too much. That is too much. And this is my day. I've committed to be here for a while, so I'm gonna be here for a while. I play some music in a little bit and wait till some of my other people get off of work. Yes. You know, eating out is not like it used to be, Miss Atkinson. I know, D. D, I watch D. It's hard to cook when you live alone. I remember 23 years ago, when I married my husband, I was just me and my little dog. And sometimes I didn't cook much either. But sometimes I would cook. But when I did cook, with stuff like some fish or some chicken wings or some tuna. But I ate out a lot. Eating out is very expensive. Very expensive. My sister called the other day and she said that she went to the store. She spent $50 in staple and stationery paperware like toilet tissue and all that stuff. And I had told her yes. I went to a store the other week and they actually are rationing how much you can get. She said she noticed that too. Some stores won't let you buy more too many packages of toilet tissue and paper towels and a lot of stuff. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the stuff in Ukraine. And also, I went to the eye doctor. I got a prescription for some new eyeglasses. I'm gonna go get those soon, probably a couple of weeks. And I need 2 pair extra eyeglasses. But eyeglasses are expensive, guys. Oh, it's happening here too. Really? And I went to the store today, and I'm gonna do a haul. I went to Family Dollar. Huh, that's been $101. Uh, don't ask me. You'll see the haul. Family Dollar haul, $101. And I forgot to put my tension rod in there. That rod, the tension rod was $7.50. I know those things were so expensive. But everything else was $1 and $2 and $5, but $101. You believe that? And but I was out of a lot of things. But I don't know what people do. My heart always go out to people that have a lot of children, cause and if yes, yes, honey, I'm gonna do a haul. You're gonna see it. You spend Walmart, it's so expensive. Things are so expensive, But I met this lady in the store. I'm always meeting somebody because I have a gift for gab and I don't meet strangers. And we start talking about relationship. That's what I do. And I got to go back to CVS and give her my card. but she was talking about the challenge she had with her husband and it led to her boyfriend. It's a mess, honey. It is a pure mess out here, girl, with relationship. People are really, really, really catching it. And could you tell I cut my hair again, D? Yes. Oh, guess what? Have y'all heard of it's called Fetch. It's a Fetch. It's a program where you upload the app, and then every time you get a receipt when you shop in stores, you take a picture of the receipt, and you submit the receipt, and you earn points. Oh, thank you. You earn points. It's called Fetch. Yeah, you have Fetch. You know, Miss Atkinson, I've been in Fetch. I've been on Fetch now about a month. I would say I'm going into a month, and I already have almost 5,000 points. Yes, 5,000 points. I almost lived before 4,090 something. So I have 5,000 points, and I like it. Yes, it's worldwide, D. Just go, it's called FETCH, Fetch. And you just, and it's so easy to do. It's not a lot of work. Once you set up your account, and if you link it to Amazon and stuff, you can get extra points. You don't have to link it. Like you order online, you can get gift certificates from Amazon and Targets and Walmart. And only thing you do when you get a receipt, just snap the picture, submit it, and then the little dog will start running around and making sounds that's fetched like a dog, and it show you points. I like it. Let me know. Right. Yes. You'll like. I'm gonna save mine too. I'm gonna try because I get those 10,000 points. It's so easy to get the points if you shop a lot. And then on it'll show you certain items you buy that you can get like 4,000 points. Yeah, save money is a good thing, honey. You have to save money. We just got rid of all our well, I didn't have cable upstairs. My husband has had direct AT&T direct streaming downstairs on his TV. And I've been telling him, oh, no, get rid of that, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, he got tired of paying the bill. So what I did, I have a Roku on my bedroom TV. We got smart TVs, so four TVs. So we have just the apps on the other two smart TVs. This TV in my office and the one in the family room. Hello, Mrs. T. Hey, guys. Do y'all know Mrs. T with Mrs. T? We just talking about saving money right now. We're talking about a lot of things. Just finished talking about Fetch. But I was telling my husband finally got rid of that AT&T streaming downstairs. So I bought him a Roku for downstairs. Please check out each other's houses and say hello because we have to meet new friends. That's what networking is all about, guys, because neighbors come and go. People move out your regular neighborhoods, and so they move on here in this community. So you got to meet new friends. That's why I try to take time out for you to meet some of my great friends. Yes, you'll like my friend. You have Roku now? Also, I love it. Do you love yours? Girl, I have the talking ones. You just sit there and say, Westerns, news. And girl, we pay what? Almost $59.99. I got my Amazon. Yes, and right, I like it. Girl, we got so many channels. You can watch everything. So, and if you have an older TV, I was telling D and her live stream, guys, please check out. Next time you see Sister D at night, go to her live stream. We get together, have a glass of wine, and just talk junk. But anyway, if you order your Roku, if you have an older TV, which I have an older TV in my bedroom, I put the Roku on there. It'll make any old TV a smart TV. Hi, Reds. Everybody know Red. Red, you know Miss T. T with Miss T. Do you know Miss Atkinson? Red is another one of my great friends, Miss Atkinson. And Miss Atkinson, Red is one of my new friends. No, you know D. I was telling them guys about our live stream we do at night with D. Yes, Miss D. We're talking about saving money, Miss T. And so my husband finally got rid of that AT&T downstairs. Then we have a Roku. We don't have any cable bills. As long as you have internet, honey, you cannot beat it. So if you have an older TV, if you order that Roku, it'll make it a new TV. Yes, this is an older TV we have in here. We put that thing in there, because we had antennas on that TV. And so when my husband, I ordered the Roku and put it in there, oh girl, we don't have any cable bill anymore. We just pay for our internet, that's all. No more cable. Because everything, you get your smart TV, you get all those apps anyway. And some smart TVs, they have the Roku app on it. Now my smart TV in the family room, I bought it about a year and a half ago. Now that TV does not have the Roku app on it. Excuse me, but your newer TVs, you buy a new app, a new TV, smart TV, it'll have the Roku app on it. So you cannot beat it. I think I like it better than Fire Stick. Because you can get all kind of movies. And you know, I like some of my older movies. There's no shame in my game. And Miss Red, we're talking about taking care of our mental status and money and everything else. That's right. Cable is expensive, honey. And that lady cut my hair today. And can y'all see my hair? Did she cut a lot off? Anyway, I don't have any hair anymore, guys. All my hair is gone. Oh, I didn't see what your last came in. I'm sorry. I was showing you my haircut. And I had my wig on. The wig's kind of too hot, child. I can't do those. I love my girls with fewer hair, but I can't do those wigs in the summertime. So, oh, thank you. Yeah, but I'm in between, Red. I'm torn. I'm in between a perm. I had a perm in about a year. All my perm is gone. But I like perms. Yes, I like perms, but honey, I'm trying to go natural, so my natural hair is curly. But we were talking earlier about Red trying to help a lot of young people to embrace getting older. Because there are some young people I know that are actually getting depressed. Thank you. I see you later. There are a lot of young people. Take care. Stay safe. D, I see you next stream. D is at work. She's a nurse. Some people are getting depressed about their looks, y'all. The young people talking about, oh, I'm getting old. I don't want to be on camera anymore. Okay. You're going to have a terrible life, honey. You're going to have a terrible life because we all going to get old. Everything going to go south. Your girl's going to go south. Your hips going to spread. And my grandson said, Grandma, how tall are you going to be? I said, honey, I'm always as tall as I'm going to ever be. I said, we don't grow this way, baby. We grow this way. So he just laughed. I said, no, we grow this way. So the goal is to grow old, honey. Healthy. Stay healthy. And just enjoy growing older. Okay. Okay, you hang with me as long as you can. Okay. Right. So the goal, try to encourage these young people. They just, I think the world is so focused on what you look like. And I think it's okay to you was feeling down last week. I'm sorry. Were you able to put a label on it while you feeling down, Red? I think sometimes we just feel down. We don't know why, but I do know if you have any type of chronic illness, and I was telling her one of my younger sisters, she have a lot of health problems, and keep her kind of uplifted. I spoke to her the other day because when you have a lot of health problems, she may have to have another triple bypass. Chronic illnesses can make you depressed. When you're dealing with illnesses, it can really make you depressed. It really can. It really can. So when I talk to people, I have to uplift them and try to keep them in a good frame of mind. Because it starts up here. It really starts up here. It's all how we face any situation. And I'm talking about what I've learned from experience. I don't know what you do. I know, Red. I know. But it's hard sometimes. Oh, I'm sorry, Red. You know what, Red? I think it's been that long. I think we lost someone. We lost a son too. It's been about that long. About 6 years now. Yes, he was murdered, and that was devastating. Maybe a little longer than your son, going 7 years here. It's hard. Yes, Red, I'll keep praying. And you know what, guys? And Dee know I'm not lying, and Red been knowing me for years. I actually pray for you all. I think I've shared it with you guys. I don't know what everybody's going through, but when I pray for my loved ones, I actually pray for my supporters and people and subscribers that support me, that God will be with you and that He will His perfect will for your life. Because I have found, yes, honey, he was 30 years old, and Dee, after he was murdered, the next was a trial, and the trial was devastating too. The trial was devastating. It's hard. I couldn't look at a lot of the pictures. They want to show the pictures. I just went out of the courtroom. That's right. Yes, I do too, D. Yeah. So you have to bury someone. My mom used to always say that she never wanted to bury a child, and she had to bury. She buried one. Well, she buried her firstborn who died of pneumonia, but she buried my sister was 30 some years old. So it's hard when you have to bury a child because they say that the natural thing that we would like is that it's the other way around, that our children bury us. But the way this world is, honey, now, it's terrible. It is terrible. Oh, you in the trial now? Well, God be with you, Red. I know that's tough. That's tough. But like I said, I think a lot of people look. I can't look. I'd rather not see that. It's bad enough that you lost them, but to actually be sitting in a courtroom and got to see all that, the graphic pictures and talk about where the bullet went and the projection of the bullet and all that stuff. I'd rather not hear all that. I just rather not. But life is so uncertain. Yeah, it is. It's so uncertain. We never know. We never know. Yeah, this person, oh, that's terrible, Red, 10 years? Well, this young man was only about 19 or 20. He's going to get 10 to 15 years. But isn't that something? You take somebody's life and that's all you get. You take somebody's life and that's all you get. That's terrible. That is so terrible. And the abuse, the kids are being abused. I don't know if you all heard about this. This was here in Georgia where a couple murdered their 1-year-old baby, gave the 4-week-old baby alcohol. The baby just died from this toxic from alcohol. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? And then they always come back and say that they were stressed and they were going through something, they lost their mother. We all go through stuff, but we're not taking somebody's life. We're not taking anybody's life. But I think that's a cop-out. And I think these people are doing this crap these days just pure evil. It's just pure evil. But see, that's why I like doing live streams because we come in, we uplift and inspire each other and pray. And Red, it's the anniversary of her son's death is coming up. He was murdered like our son. So life is something else. Life is something else. It's beautiful. It is. And it's a blessing. There are a lot of good things about life. It's all we have. It's short. It goes so fast. The years go so fast. But at the same time, it's just how we look at it. So you have to take time to enjoy. You have to take time to enjoy and think about what we do have. Yes, what we do have. We have our health and strength. We're all getting up in age, but we're still here. We're breathing. We're able to eat. Some of you are able to smell. I would love to be able to smell. Like I said, I can only smell if I do this, but I don't smell aromas just like you do. Now, somebody let out of bed, I might smell that. But, yes, God is good. He really is, Red. He really is. My sister and I were talking the other day. Okay, we're just talking about, she said, God is good, D. And we said, yes, He is, honey. And I don't know, what we'd do without him. Because about a relationship, because he's real to me, honey. And Dee was talking about she was good the other day. And Dee, I couldn't write it all in the stream. I was yes, Dee the other day talking about good. Before I married my husband, I was good too. People don't understand when you say that. Because you have to learn to love yourself. You have to learn to be single. Because 23 years ago, and somebody asked me, said, how do you find husbands like you do? I said, first of all, a man can spot when you're needy. You don't want to be a needy person. That's right. A man can spot when you're needy. And so once you come to terms with, I love me, and people don't think, oh, you're not supposed to love yourself. Yes, you do. You're supposed to love yourself, but not so much that you love yourself, you can't think of other people. Not that. Not so much you're so selfish, but you're supposed to love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, how do you expect somebody else to love you? And I think when you get a certain age, and I found that lessons and relationships will come, you go looking for them. I think they find you when it's time. Yes, because what I did, who is that? Hi, Christina Sherry Bay. Who is that? How you doing? Welcome. Do y'all know our new guest here? We do this time always on my channel. Ask my friends from afar to check out everybody's houses. And if you like what you see, you know what you do. Support them. That's right. That's right. So that's welcome. So we're talking about everything. Now we're talking about relationship. Welcome, Christina. Everybody, please say hello to Christina. Go check her out. Yeah. So my thing is this: when you're not looking, that's when you find someone. But there's so many people looking for love, and I think you don't look. I think you just. I took time before I married my husband. Many years ago, I took time to work on me because I had to find out what cycles do I need to break. Because sometimes you have to break cycles. We have cycles in our life, and it depends on what space you in. Because one crazy man I was married to, my son asked me, my children were grown when that happened years ago. Mama, what space were you in when you married that man, not my husband now? And I said, honey, I don't know. But I tell you what, and I tell people all the time, that marrying my husband was the first time I married someone. I was married because I wanted to be married. Not that I felt I needed someone in my life. Because I don't think you marry because you need somebody to define who you are. And so I was fine. I had my dog, my condo, and I was happy as a lark. I was happy. And so that's what I believe, people go looking and looking and looking. But I think the more self-aware you become, the more confident you feel in your own skin, and you become aware of the fact that, listen, identify why did you make the mistakes you made. Why did you pick the jokers in your life? Why did you pick that person in your life? A lot of times when we're younger, we don't know. We just, I'm just in love. But it takes more. God is good all the time. Yes, he is. All the time God is good. But that's what I'm telling you, Christina. People don't believe this. When I met my husband and I had made mistakes, I never forget. I had a conversation with God. I said, God, I'm tired of picking people. Apparently, I don't know how to pick them. So I told the Lord, this is what I said, and this works for me, and I'm in a relationship with God. I said, Father, God, if I don't ever get married again, I just want to be with you one day because I believe in heaven. I want to be with him one day. And I left it alone. I left it alone. I really did. I wouldn't go seeking. I wouldn't whatever. And then I met my husband, not on a dare, but a lady at work, one of the clinicians, was telling me about a site. Because back then it was online, but it wasn't like a computer. It was through the newspaper. And I don't have no shame telling people that this is my story. So she had told me she had met people online and she was looking for her friend and blah, blah, blah. And she said, Phyllis, why don't you do it? I said, no, that's not me. I don't put ads in paper. So she would come to work every day and say, Phyllis, you do it? I said, no. And so she said, why don't you? And I said, And I still didn't do it. But after a month, she kept asking me. I finally gave in. I said, okay, what do I do? And it was the Atlanta Journal Constitution. It was a classified for people meeting people, like women looking for women, men looking for men, and women looking for men, and men looking for women, blah, blah, blah. You know the story. So, and the way it worked back then, you would run the ad in the paper. It was free, the classifieds, the love section. And so I didn't know how to do a voice message or whatever. So I will. So what I did was I clicked on some of the ladies' voicemail, and I heard what they were saying. They were sexy voices. So I did a little sexy voice and said something like, in a little, I'm doing this, I'm looking for some. Girl, I got all these calls, and what happens, they can't call you. They'll just leave you a message. And you will go in and listen to their message and hear their voices, and you will call them back. That's how it worked back then. So I got all these calls, kept getting all these calls, and then one guy called and told me he was about 28, 29. He liked mature women, and I didn't call him. And I said, listen, this is not me. This is not me. So I went back in there and I changed my voice, I erased that, deleted that message, and I was serious. And I said, listen, this is what I said. I told my name is so-and-so. I gave my middle name. And I said, I'm a mature lady. You didn't have to tell your age. I'm looking for serious inquiries, long-term relationship leading to marriage. And I said, I'm reaching for the stars. If you love God, blah, 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 contact me. So after I changed that and said that, I didn't have as many messages. So my husband answered. Now, you have to know my husband to get this. I was conservative. My husband's conservative. I would have never have done that. My husband had just picked up the newspaper at home. He was at home. He was looking at classified. He said, nah, I'm not going to do that. That's not him either. And so he said, something said, call. He started classified, and he called me. And when he called me, I think I liked his voice, and I liked what he had to say, and we exchanged numbers. We started talking, and we had been talking about 3 or 4 times, and nothing prejudiced. Everybody got their choice. I'm from the South, and his accent sound. I thought maybe he was a white guy. Nothing wrong with that, what I'm saying, but I just was curious. So he was talking, and I said, excuse me, may I ask you a question? And he said, are you Caucasian? And he said, no, I'm a black guy. I said, okay. He said, why you ask? And I said, your accent. He was from New York. And so, but he was here and moved here. He's from New York. And so we started talking. He said, is that a problem? I said, no, nothing wrong with that. I said, but I just prefer, my preference is that I'd rather have a black guy. I'm just being honest. So, okay, so, and so we talked, and our schedules conflicted because I was running a shelter for children and he was selling furniture. And so he only got one day off through the weekend. He had to work weekend. We talked for a while, and then we met for lunch. We, at a Chinese place. I drove my car, he drove his car, and nothing, he didn't try to kiss me or anything, because I don't kiss nobody on the first date, no way. I'm still old school. So anyway, I don't do like kissing. I don't know you, know where your mouth been. So anyway, I had to get to know you. And so, still don't know where your mouth been, but I wasn't going to kiss a stranger. So anyway, the rest is history. And so about 10 months later, we were married. So it's 23 years. So, and I'm telling you, so I say that to say this. I think what that scripture that says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and everything else should be added. Everything should be added. I really believe that. Because that's the first time in my life that I actually allowed God to be the Lord of that area of my life. Because I had to learn that a lot of times we accept the Lord to be our Savior, but not our Lord. And we open our hearts and our mind for him to save us, but not to be the Lord of our life. A Lord of your life means that he's Lord of every area of our life, and we allow him to be that Lord and to lead, and the Holy Spirit lead and guide us. Thank you, D. And so, and I meant that. So I said, Lord, I'm tired. I'm picking all these jokers. I'm picking the wrong somebody. I'm done. And so when I met my husband, I had this little book, I don't know, even 35 pages called A Complete Marriage. And I asked him to read that and we'll talk about it on the phone. So he read it when he had time. He called me and we talked about it. And I told him that really encompassed what I'm all about. It's called The Complete Marriage. It's just basically who I was because I had taken the time to break my cycle and my husband broke his cycle. We had past marriages that didn't last long, and so we broke our cycle. Neither one of us has been with anybody this long. So I always tell people that when you sell out to him and just really mean it, because he know whether or not we mean it. We mean what we say. And I meant it. I meant it. That's right, D. He'll come. He'll come when it's time. And I always said, I don't know what to pray a lot of time for people. You probably can share this with me too. Share with me how you feel about this. But sometimes when we have friends, people ask you to pray, we can pray for specific things. But I always end with your will be done. Because if I pray, Lord, your will be done, it's gonna work out. Because God gonna give you who you want. He gonna not give you something you don't like. You're gonna like him, and you're gonna love him, and he's gonna be best for you. Instead of bringing all the worst in you, gonna bring all the good in you. You have your differences, but it's just different. It's just different when you have somebody. Cause I'm gonna tell you how I was just gung ho. I didn't care. I was laying in bed one day, had my little dog. Now I had a little miniature pincher. He was at the foot of my bed. And my sister called me. She said, "What you doing?" I said, "Hi, I'm sitting here watching Perry Mason." She said, "Perry Mason?" I said, "Yeah, I like Perry Mason." And so she said, "What you doing?" I said, "No." I said, "Honey, I was just sitting here thinking. My dog is sitting here at the foot of my bed. I'm comfortable. I ain't have a care in the world. I'm content." And I said, if right now, honey, if a man would walk in the door right now fussing about why the light on or why this is on, I said, "Honey, I might shoot him." So I said, "It's best." I said, "I'm just enjoying the peace, girl." So I know what D mean when she says she's okay. Because there's nothing like peace. And that's the thing I shared with my husband. I said, "Listen, I don't like to argue. I want peace." And we talked about everything, D. We put everything on the table. And I'm telling you, I have never done it before. And when he asked me to marry him, we put everything on the table. We put finances. I knew he was serious because we live an hour away almost an hour away. 2, 3 counties in between us. So he gave me a key to his house. I said, "Oh, this man's serious." And I'm old school. I believe, because I'm a social worker and I'm in relationship stuff. I've been trained in stuff. Everybody different. I just believe, for me, I was not going to tell a man how I felt about him first. I just wasn't going to do it. Okay, I'll try to catch you, D. I'll be here for a little longer. Okay, I love you, girl. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all check out each other's houses now. Yeah, so I'm going to be here because I promised to be here for a while, and I'm going to be here. What time is it? I am going to stay here. I love you too, D. Yeah, so I'm still here. I'm going to try to find some music because it's getting later and people are going to be coming in as it get later. Yeah, because that's my testimony. Out here walking with the family. Christine sees a cat. She loves cats. Look at the cat, guys.
I know it's been a minute, just been busy with new clients and new contacts, so I'm busy. But soon, hopefully, but I'll stop here in Dollar Tree.
Hello there. Who's see there? Just trying to get some music.
This is that $5 section here. It's like this. $3 to $125, $16
How's you doing? How are you doing today? Are you doing okay? We've been talking about everything. Hi, Shanique. How you doing? We've been talking about a lot of things. Really, I'm asking people how they're really doing. And Red was here earlier, and she was talking about this anniversary of her son's death. It's coming up. And I was telling her that we lost a son, too, about 6-7 years ago. Yeah, so we should remember her. You know Red Random? Yeah, her son anniversary son death. So how you been doing? We had a good time talking earlier. Miss Atkinson was here and Dee was here and a lot of other people. So how you been doing? Red was said she was dealing with some depression. And tell her, yeah, we all have to fight depression because depression is it's a real emotion. It's a real emotion, honey. And it's there. And with all the stuff that's going on in our world, honey, today, we have to really stay on top of our mental status. Yes, yeah, we lost. Well, I was 30 years old. He was murdered, and Red's son was murdered. So you just don't ever know what people have to deal with, do you? You just don't know. You see people on social media, and they all smiling all the time, and people compare their life to somebody else. But I tell people, don't compare your life to other people, because you know what people going through, or people have gone through, or people are doing to keep what they got. So you really have to not compare your life to other people's life. You really can't do that. And I don't. I don't do that. I don't compare my life to no one else. I don't compare my channel to no one else. I don't look and see what people are doing. I may see what people are talking about, the trending, but I don't try to keep up. I don't try to keep up. And I got this jacket on because my husband has the air on. It's cold in here to me. So how the children doing, Shanika? Shanique, how they doing? Everybody doing okay? Do you know Miss Atkinson? To you, you know her, right? She was here earlier. I had given her update on my situation with my ear because I had to go to the doctor for I had a problem with my ear. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Shanique. Yes, but you're working on that anxiety, right? Have they been able to identify what's making you anxious? Is just what's going on around, or you worry about the future? Oh, really? I came to Jacksonville to meet one of my supporters years ago, and we were going to hook up to a meet and greet. I wish I had known you during that time. Yeah, you keep going. You keep going. Don't you give up. Don't you give up, because I have people that suffer with anxiety and family members. My sisters have it real bad. Okay, good. Yeah, go to therapy and help. She'll help you to give you some coping mechanisms and stuff like that, because anxiety is something a lot of people suffer with, and I think we all have had some form of anxiety attack. Uh, because I've been hit so many times from behind in cars and accidents. I still have a little anxiety if I'm come to a complete stop, have to come to a complete stop in traffic. I still cringe. That's been years ago. And I sit there and I brace myself. So I get a little anxious when I'm in traffic because I've been hit so many times. That's right, honey. Don't give up because you don't know what's at the end of that rainbow. You don't know what's at the end of that street. And I always tell myself, this too shall pass. And we have to learn coping skills. And I have learned coping skills over the years. And that's one I've learned. When I get in trouble and stuff get bigger, there's certain things I do have a conversation with myself. I say, this too shall pass. And then what I do, since I believe in prayer, I say, God, this is too much. It's bigger than me. And I give it to you. And it works. It worked for me. So they help you with coping skills to help you to deal with anxiety. Because it really can sometimes just really cripple us. It can cripple us. But I think, and my sister she's been on medication for hers. That's right. Start out baby steps, Shanique. Baby steps. You know, and I think that's what she's going to share if you start out baby steps. But that's the most thing. Knowing what it is half the battle. You gonna keep trying. You keep trying, sweetie. And I need to make sure. I used to have your address. I'm gonna look and send you a message. Cause I want next month. I want to try to send you a package. I want to send something to you. I don't know if I still have your address. You still have my Gmail, but it's on my channel. Cause you gave. I think you moved. I think you moved since you gave me. So I asked for your address. But yeah, you keep trying. Don't you give up. Don't you dare give up. You keep on going. And you do whatever you can. Yeah, so you got my Gmail address. P as in Paul. It's on my channel. One of my businesses. P as in Paul. HLLS. BRWN 58@gmail.com. PHLLS. B as in boy, RWN 58@gmail.com. Yeah, so don't you give up. Okay, you email me. And don't you give up and just keep telling yourself this too shall pass. And you're gonna overcome. It's just baby steps. It's baby steps, sweetheart. It's one little step, one little step, one little step. And then when you reach those steps, celebrate them. Celebrate those little milestones. Whatever, you know, and set goals. She's going to help you set goals. And it's going to be goals that you can measure and that you can actually obtain. She'll help you with those goals. Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah, my sister was on medication for a long time, but and I think as you get, you know, you're still a young girl and young lady, still not a girl, you're a young lady. But sometimes as you get older, and sometimes it could be hormones, and it could be a lot of things. So you believe and trust him. You just believe and trust him. And you know, find just the right therapist that can help you and listen to you and help you set goals that are measurable and goals you can obtain. And then you celebrate. Each little goal you accomplish, you celebrate it. You can do a little short video and say, I made it. You know, and sometimes what you do in social media can be a great outlet too. Great outlet, just you know, and I think you're doing great. I like the fact that you've always kept it real, and that's what I like. Just like people to keep it real, and just use your platform to help you if you can, and share what you feel comfortable sharing, and just guard what you don't want people to know. Oh, you still a baby. That's right, you're you still a young lady compared to me. Well, I hope you did something for your birthday. I was over there when you said your birthday was coming soon, but you know life. Hope you enjoy your birthday. Make sure you send me your address. Yeah, because there's some people, like I say, friends from afar, and people been, Red was here, D was here, and you were here. Some people we've been following each other for years, and it's just like they're really, really true friends, and you wish you could meet them. And so when I get a chance to do my live stream, I don't care if we have 5, 6, one person. My goal has always been to make a difference in somebody's day. And that's what I'm all about. I make a difference in my day because you make a difference in my day. I really enjoy this. I really enjoy social media, this platform. Oh, okay. Yes, right. Come a long way. You come a long way. Yes, you have. So you just celebrate, keep patting yourself on the back. We were talking about that earlier. A lot of people think it's some shame in loving yourself. No, you're supposed to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, who else gonna love you? And people don't want to love somebody who don't love themselves. So you keep loving yourself. Just 3 blocks. Okay. Well, you just keep on. Don't you give up. Just keep on what they say. Keep on keeping on. And one day at a time. Remember the old song? One day at a time, sweet Jesus. That's all I'm asking. Because yesterday is gone and tomorrow is not promised. It's just one moment. Take one moment. And I think when we take our life like that and say, for just this moment, I'm going to live in this moment. Because a lot of people know how to live in the moment. And I know a lot of people in the past I've worked with, their anxiety comes from their fear for the unknown and they're borrowing from tomorrow. And I had to learn that. You can't borrow from tomorrow because tomorrow's not here. That's right, one day at a time. And remember, tomorrow is not promised. We know God's going to be with us, but we try to borrow from tomorrow. It's just one day. We only have this moment right now. This is all we have. This moment right now, me and you. We don't even know what the next minute gonna bring. But sometimes when we worry about the future or we try to borrow from tomorrow and we anticipate, because I used to be the type of person when I was younger, I was always, my sister, you get on my nerve. I used to always say stuff like, suppose this, suppose this, suppose this. She's supposing. And I was like that till I was about 24 years old, Shanique. I talked about it earlier. I was like that. And I had to stop. My brother helped me. I used to worry about money. That was many, many years ago. And my brother told me, Phyllis, stop worrying about money. Yes, I love the Mississippi Mass Choir. Girl, I love them. I love them. And I love the Mississippi Mass Choir. I listened to that a lady with the silver hair. She sing that song. I love them. I have some tapes from them, and I listen to them on YouTube. Those old songs, honey, those older songs, the words, it really will take you. Because music is something else. That's right. You just keep on. Because God's going to get you there. And I'm going to be praying. I've been praying anyway. I'm going to be praying toward that end. That the Lord will help you to stay one day at a time, to stay focused. You've already identified what the problem is. So now when you go to the therapist, you can articulate that and let her know this is what. And as he or she delve more into it, they'll be able to actually help you to identify where your anxiety is coming from. Because a lot of times people, and a therapist are good because people are afraid of therapy, but a good therapist is going to listen to you and facilitate me, just help you move along. They're going to be there to listen and to help you to become more self-aware and empowered about what you want to do, where you see yourself. So that just find the right one. I'm sure you have the right one. I hope you have the right one because they're going to listen and be empathetic and they hold you accountable, give you goals, and they check in with you. So you do your homework and everything going to work out. With God, you won't fail. As long as you keep believing that and keep telling yourself that this too shall pass and one day it's going to be history. You're going to look back and you'll be able to tell people how I overcame. Yes, your mental health is important. And, they said used to be every 5 person have some mental health issues. I think today it's in 1 out of every 3. It's kind of like we have 3 people in the room. Somebody dealing with some kind of mental stuff. Because I think what we do is we get so wrapped up. We was talking about earlier about people don't want to be on camera anymore because they're getting older. And see, can't worry about that. I know we all want to look our best as much as we can, but we can't worry about that. This too shall pass. That's right. It's going to pass. This too shall pass. And you believe it. And you know what, Shanique? I've always did best to have a conversation with Phyllis. It's okay to talk yourself. And I have a conversation with Phyllis. But I said, just don't answer yourself, okay? You tell yourself, you come somewhere, I know what I like, what I don't like. And the more self-aware you become and know who you are, it just empowers you so much. Oh, it just empowers you so much. Hi, positive. Yes, that's right. Hi, positive. We were talking earlier about mental health, and we're talking about a whole lot of stuff. How we take care of ourselves physically, mentally, and spiritually. And we were sharing what we do to deal with a whole lot of different stuff that we all go through in life. I've been great, positive. I came to your channel not too long ago. Are you still uploading? Uh, you haven't been for a minute, because I'm not here as much as I used to be, but I still try to do my networking. I just been so busy. Positive is an old friend from way back. I don't know if you remember Positive, Shanique Dreams, but I was asking Positive, if still uploading, because I didn't see anything current. Been busy, I know. That's right. That's right. Daily affirmations. That's right, Shanique. Daily affirmation. You got to be positive. And I've learned in life, you know what? People don't get this. When you're dealing with things in your life, you have to actually cut out negative people. You really do. We talked about this earlier. You have to cut out those people that are actually extra weight, a burden to you. You have to protect your own psyche. You have to protect your own mental status. Yes, hospital work. Okay. Yes, you got to protect your own mental status, honey. You really do. And some people just a weight, an unnecessary weight. Life is hard enough as it is. So you don't need anybody else gonna cause any negativity to your life. You really don't. Because every battle we all have to overcome starts in the brain. It starts in our head. It's a mind thing that's going on, guys. It's a mind thing. So, and you can't, and it's easy to look at all the stuff that's going on around us in this world and get sidetracked. But sometimes you have to do some inventory and say, listen. I mean, even with social media, like I tell people, getting monetized, that's what you want, that is fine. You know, that is fine, but don't let that consume you. Don't let it consume you. You know, social media is good in its place. Everything is good in its place. But when things start making us feel negativity or making us feel too overwhelmed, we got to pull back. I don't care what it is. Whatever is causing a weight and making us feel like we just can't go on. And it's so easy to get that way when we start comparing our life to other people's lives. Not saying you do that, but I'm saying I had to be mindful of that many, many years ago. So I stopped comparing in my other life. I really overcome that. And I celebrate the victories. But I can also tell you this, Shanique. I went to a seminar many, many years ago, about 5 years ago, and I applied this principle, and it really worked for me. It was a doctor, he was talking about it takes 21 days for the brain to actually accept a new habit, like to overcome old habit and replace it with a new habit. I did it. And he said, take one thing, not a lot, just one thing, a bad habit that you would like to overcome, and stick with that. And in 21 days, you will actually get the victory. Your mind will get used to that, and you'll form a new habit. And mine was to drink more water. I used to hate water. And he was talking about in the morning, you need to hydrate your brain. So my goal was to get in the habit of drinking water first thing in the morning. That was habit. I actually did it for 21 days. I would get up and I would drink a glass of water before I ate. 1 glass of water, 8 ounces, before I started my day. Do you know I actually do that every day now? Most every day I hydrate my body, my brain first thing in the morning. And that 21 days, it works. Watermark. That's what it is. I was so amazed. And so 21 days I did that. So that's a habit. The best. That's right. Watermark. Thank you, Positive. I didn't get anything out of that seminar except it takes 21 days, and that 21 days worked. And so the other thing I started doing was to move more and to exercise. I started out with doing aerobic exercise, not in a class. I did have a class, but I actually started following someone on YouTube. And do you know I started just doing 10 minutes a day, a half mile. Now I can do 3 miles. I can do 3 miles walking, aerobics walking exercise. I can do it outside or I do it inside, even when it's raining. And that's a habit. So you can actually overcome things, and you really can. Hi, D. Bailey Speaks. D. Bailey Speaks is my son, guys. And D. Bailey Speaks, do you know Positive and Shanique? I think you know Shanique. So we were talking about, Positive said it's called Watermark. Where I went to the seminar and was talking about, tell us more about it, Positive, where I got out this seminar. It takes 21 days for the brain to actually register and help to get the message to overcome a bad habit and replace with a new habit. And that's what I did. And so he told us to set one goal, and my goal was to drink more water and learn how to drink more water to hydrate my body. So I set a goal for 21 days to drink water first thing in the morning before I eat. And that's what I did. So now I actually do that. I actually formed a new habit. For 21 days, I drink water. So it's the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning. I drink an 8-ounce glass of water before I eat breakfast or anything else. And it works. And Positive says called Watermark. You know, I don't know, he just joke or whatever, but I don't know what the name you call it, but it says takes 21 days. So if you want to overcome any bad habit, it says it takes 21 days. So do the research and look it up. But it worked. It worked for me. So we were talking about some of everything here. Yeah, it worked. It worked for me. It really worked for me. So now I get up in the morning, I drink water, and that's a new habit for me. So I guess you can take the place of set a goal and say you want to 21 days. You want to do better with your sugar or your carbs or whatever you want to say. You can set that goal and try it and see. I'd like to know if you can actually implement this goal, this strategy, and see if you actually can overcome something. Because I've shared it with other people, and they've used stuff like they wanted to walk more. So for 21 days, they did that. Yeah, water's good. Water's good. But it says take 21 days. So do the research. I'm going to look that up and maybe do a video on it and talk about it more. Because it's about forming, replacing old habits with new habits. And it said when you're trying to overcome something or get rid of certain food, it's best to try to replace that with something else. More positive something replaces something negative. So we have been here for a while, and we've talked about everything. We talked about mental health earlier. Somebody talked about their mental status. We talked about overcoming anxiety and a whole lot of other stuff. So this has been very beneficial. This has been a great live stream. And some of my friends from afar dropped in, and people going through stuff. So this is a positive thing to uplift each other and motivate each other, because it really does help. It really does help. Social media has saved a lot of people. I read an article saying it's really been an asset for a lot of seniors that actually don't have anybody, and that they found an outlet to really share and discuss and then learn, and just to meet new friends from afar. I think D. Bailey shared it with me years ago. We talked about friends from afar. So I do this so we can take an opportunity to meet some new friends and new neighbors, because people come and go, just like in our respective neighborhoods, people come and go. So in the same way in this community, you're going to lose some and win some. So this is a great place for us to come together and to meet some new friends and to check in. So I asked a question earlier, how are you really doing? So I think we have to really see and ask ourselves how we're really doing, and what are we doing to actually become the person we really want to be, or reach our goals, and whatever those are. We all have different goals. So I think that's what we talked about earlier. And I have really enjoyed the live stream. And I've been here for over an hour. And I have had a ball. I'm sorry I couldn't get my music to play. I usually have music playing, but that's fine. We talked and had a good time. But next time we're going to pick a specific topic and we'll talk about it and we'll share. So I want you guys to hang in there and remember this too shall pass and that tomorrow's a new day. And let's learn to live in the moment and have a great time and enjoy the life that we have. Try to live life to the fullest because we only get one life. And for those that were anxious about growing old and worried about being on camera because their looks are fading, yes, our looks gonna fade. Our beauty will fade, but the real beauty is on the inside. So the real beauty comes from the inside, and it shines, and not what we look like. So don't be intimidated by growing old and getting older. Everything going south. Just remember, people want to hear your story and that you can share your story. So sometimes you won't be on video, that's okay. You can do a video without being on camera. I do it all the time. So don't be discouraged and remember that this too shall pass. This too shall pass. It will pass. I love you guys and I appreciate it and I thank you so much and I appreciate you for checking out each other's houses and if you like what you see, I can't tell you to hit that button, but if you like what you see, go support them, hit that notification button, and leave comments and check out each other's houses. So I have about 2 more minutes, and I'm going to bid everybody's farewell. So hang in there. Next time I hope to have my music. All right? If you're still there, bye-bye.
I agree with him. I want to ask you this. What is that one decision? And the answer is to take complete and total responsibility for everything in your life. And I mean everything. The way that I explain it to people is if my life were hit and killed by a meteorite, I would take responsibility for that. I would say that that is my fault. Not to blame me or to put shame on me, but to remind myself that I'm in control, that there was always something I could have done. Now I know that that's true. As crazy as that's
Who's that out there? guys. That's it.